Hello, good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Wednesday, May 7th. It is 9:42 a.m. Eastern Time in the US. This is your host, Victor, streaming from Atlanta. Okay. I don't remember when was the last time I did one of these. And come on, man, really? And I think that we may have some interesting. Yesterday I thought we may have some interesting day when the market opened with a gap, a significant gap, but it was a gap, right? It was a gap inside a gap. The market was very close to close a gap with another gap, which is just a sign of how high the uncertainty is in these markets, and that actually makes the trade really hard. It's not the opposite. It might be interesting to see, but it don't make it easier. All right. And now I have something different. I think we will have something interesting today. Oh, what the heck was that? I just lost my screen. Okay, and this is what we have. I have monthly, weekly, and daily time frames all together here. Notice we have some kind of a little bit higher volume yesterday when we have this breakout of this 2-day range, but still we are inside. We have this 4-day range here. We have a 4-day range here and another one down here. All right. The market has made an attempt to get inside this, but it was rejected. However, what I notice here, as you can see here, notice how we have really nice excess here in this high. Disregard these lines. I was just couldn't avoid to see these trends here. I can extend this to just to see how the market moves around those marks, right? Nothing of significance there in particular, other than this 50 moving average. Notice where this market is being bought from. We talk about this 50 moving average, how that can be used to buy. Now, I don't know if I talk about. I was writing it in my homework. If I use the daily, both the adjusted has a little bit higher, but it still is the same, right? The idea remains that this is very close to the low, very questionable. Now we have a 2-day range that has come as the market has got out of that range to the downside. Now, my immediate reference would be this low here, if the market can't get back inside this 2-day range, which will target the opposite side, right? It didn't get to the low, but it has left a questionable low here, right? And we are inside this range, basically. I expect a chop today, and if we check this, let me bring my window trader over here. If we check this, we will notice where the market opened today. This is half back with yesterday. The market opened right there, and the closer the market opened to the center, the higher is the other chop, the higher the other rotation. And I'm not saying that's going to happen, but the odds-wise is high, right? We have good excess in the high. We have good excess high here. By the way, this high has not reached this heavily traded area from the past. 1.6 high here. This is not a reference anymore. Saddle is 50. Where's saddle? Let me check this number. 25.50. 25.50. Where are you? Right there. The 50 moving average now is 1750. It's not here. Is where are you? 1550, I say? Oh, 1750, right? 1750. This low is very, very questionable. This is very questionable. Very questionable. 5, 6 low. Well, because it's slightly high, it's close the gap. But I think this one, overnights don't repair. This high is very questionable as well. Questionable. High at 0. Alright, I'm not. And we have a very prominent POC. Very prominent POC. Just a second, please. I need to do something here. Okay. What else? Spike. This is spike basis from this day. I have another spike in the upper side, and this is from the overnight, which is 674. It's right here. It's right here. This is an overnight spike. I believe it's from. I think it's from this day. Yeah, it is from this day up here. That has been rejected. No? Now, but this one, the one on the low side, I still have it here, but this one is not being accepted yet. Now, my main thing here, let me put this on the side again. My main thing here is the monthly here. How the monthly has not taken this high here. This is April high. April high. Not taking this can have some downside here. Now check the weekly. What's happening in the weekly? We have this trend line from the past has been solved on that. Disregard this. This is a 50, the weekly times. But notice what's happening with the weekly, right? One time frame higher could not be established here. We have a breakout of this in the weekly time frame. We have a breakout of this 3-week range here. I think, this one may look like we may have something here, right? Let's check. We are inside this range here. Inside this one. Right? If you extend this one, this market is coming here and may be targeting this high here. Now, again, this high here is 57.23. Which is a go no go level. Okay, it's a go no go level from when the market was doing this break, right? Well, it was support for a while, and now it's resistance. That's what traders do, right? What was support before become resistance, and that is this one here. This is the high of the month. This one is in the weekly time frame, right? This one is very important. Okay. Now using this high, this is previous moon high as well, and that's why I have this trend here, this trend line here. I want to see if this comes down to here. Right. Now, the daily. What do we have in the daily? In the daily, now we have something, right? We have 1, 2, 3. 3 days going lower. We don't have high time frame high, one time frame high anymore. We have trend to the downside in the daily, trend to the downside in the weekly, and the monthly also is keeping the downside trend. That thing's very important. That's why I have it. That's why I have it market. Let's check out now market. Oops. Let's check market profiles now. Again, this is Sierra now. This is in the upper side. Okay, I guess I need to change this. I need to make this letters smaller. All right. How do I move this thing, man? This is May high. Oh, and this is really important, okay, to me. Line width, let's make it 7. All right, April high. That line here is very, very important. No? I got a question about high heel, but it's from the beginning of the month. It's too far back in time to be of relevance. And this is the range we have. This is the range we have. 1, 2, 3, 4 day range here. And look at what the heck? Oh, I guess it was here. It was there? Gosh. Let me check that out. Let me check it again. It was from 78 to 75. Huh? 78 to 75. It's just too much, man. Alright, let's lock this one. Alright. What I was talking. Oh, this is the range, man. This is the lower range. 1, 2, 3, 4 range. I have. Oh wow! Look at this. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4 day range. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 day range. Can I merge these profiles? You see, you notice if you merge these profiles, this is a very wide POC around it has 2 actually. You will have something like this. If I merge these 4, I will have something like this. Right, with this, let's try to make it clear here. Yellow maybe. Yeah, here. You got here 1. Here another one. Yeah. And the market is right here. Right now, this is current prices. Current prices are right here. And it's kind of like around this area here. Right? This is a very dangerous area. There's nothing going on here. There's still the market trying to decide which way, which side should it go, right? If it goes lower here, this could be the potential destination, right? Always good. And if we choose this way, there's another thing that comes to play here. Uh-oh. And that would be this lower range. And that's the relevance of this range. That's why it's so important. This part, this one here. You got this one on the upper side, you have another one in the lower side, and this one is even bigger. If I consider only these 5 days, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of like kind of like that, right? Okay, why speculate? Let's do it. Let's do it real. Let's join it. I know the thing is, if I use window here, when I join these things, it uses the overnight also. The overnight doesn't have value actually. You notice how different this is. This looks like liquidation actually. And then the next thing, I'm going to join these ones here. This one, oh, this looks like short covering. Look at that. Yeah, but we know that, right? We were talking about how this market was moving, and it was a short covering. We have seen short covering. We have seen short covering here this day. This is when we have the overnight. We have a short covering at the closing. This one. There was a vicious rally here at the closing, and we have another one. We have another one over here, no? Right? With that overnight spike that we were talking about. I guess I can do that in Sierra as well. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Merge profile. Oh, look at it. Look at this. Merge profile. Begin. Merge profile. End. Oh, look at that. This is better. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Merge profile. Begin. Merge profile. End. Wow, this is nice. Ooh, look at this. And look at where the market is right now. Huh? I am merging those profiles. We have huge volume here in this area. I'm curious, how much volume do I have here? Man, this market is so elongated, so thin. Look at this, 26,000. This is nothing, man. How many days? 4 days at a time? This is nothing. There's nothing going on here in this market. And this is the shape. You have these shapes that we're talking about, right? It's truncated in the top. This looks like short covering. It's not having advance. It's not having acceptance at the low high. And in this one, now next thing, match this one with this one, so you will have these two ranges, right? If I merge these two that are already being merged here, look at this one and this one, right? What do we have? What we will have? Something like that. No? Mainly this thing. Let's call it one thing, one relevant here. No? And the market is kind of like around here. Which one? Coming down. If the market has a resolution after FOMC to the downside here, this can be easily taken. Right? It seems so far, man. This low seems so far right now. It's not crazy. It's not that far really. When the market breaks, but if it goes to the upside, what this market has is potential for upside continuation. Notice that every single time the market has been doing something. How do I undo? Okay, undo or measure. Okay, undo. We have some tiny pieces of news, and that's part of the uncertainty, right? This is uncertainty is just so high in this market, and we were talking at the beginning of the year that this can last maybe 2 years, man, until at least 2 years. Because I don't know why I say 2 years, because that's when we have midterms, right? November next year. And after that, we may have something, some clear, some panorama of what may come. If nothing changed, okay, that's expecting a certain the chop rotation to continue until the end of this of the current administration. Now, as you can see, I am not really interested in doing anything right now. I'm not paying attention. Not that I'm not. I am paying attention, but not that I am. What the heck? Something happened with my charts. What the heck? There's something going on with my charts here. Huh? Let's go back to my main screen. This is where I have my charts. I am testing Sierra. This is Sierra, this is Sierra, this is Sierra. Window, I can have all of this in one chart in window, which is this profile, these histograms that you can see here on the right side are this one in Sierra. They don't have the functionality to put it here, for example, right? I have it. I can do the last I can do the last day, the current overnight. I can select that. Now this is very nice on window, right? In window I can select. I can put today, yesterday. I can put this week or this month or the whole thing. So I don't have those options in Sierra. The same goes with the profiles. I can choose today, yesterday, this week, this month, everything else. And this is a very useful because if I want to do that in Sierra, what I need to do. Actually, I can, right? If I want to check all the profiles, this is the only thing I can do. I either have one or I have all of them. I can have all of them. And in window, for example, these ones are irrelevant now. This one, the ones behind this profile, for example, right? This is relevant. I can have, for example, here the whole month being ignored in window, right? The whole month being ignored. I cannot do that here, right? I need to go to, I don't know where I need to go to charts. I need to go from here, chart settings, and I need to data limiting here, I believe, and I need to set the number of days here, 25. Here I need to put here 40, for example, and that's a lot of data the market this chart will use. Here already have 25 days. Remember that the contract lasts almost 90 days, right? The longer it goes, the more I will need to see. But sometimes what happens in the last month can be irrelevant, right? And I just don't need to see. I will need to do, for example, here, how many days? March 19, April 19, is kind of like around 60 days now. Right? Let's double this to 50, for example. What I like from Sierra, the data they use is just fantastic. This it's uploaded really fast, man. So I have 50 days here. It's kind of like a slow here. And I lose, I cannot see much here, for example. Right? The areas of interest can be this one here. Right? On the upper side, I may have this one here. Why that? Because this is volume. I got volume here, right? And I believe this is the all-time high, is it? No, the all-time high is up here, but that is irrelevant now. Because April 18 would be when this contract started. It's just too much data for me to. If I use this settings, 50 days is a lot, man. Just a lot. All right, let's go back to what we were doing here. Oh, I lost this chart. I don't know what the heck is going on with it. What the heck, man? What the heck is happening with it here? There's something wrong here. I lost my histograms here. I don't know what's going on. Notice where the market is now. This was one. This was an important reference. So notice how this we have a very prominent overnight POC. It's a very prominent overnight POC. Prominent POCs have the tendency to attract the market back and forth. Settle down here. 50, this is not 57, this is 56. Down here. The 50 moving average, again, buying from the 50s. I don't know what happened here last night. The last thing I knew here, there was some talk, some news coming from China that China was going to. No, there was some. I don't know who was telling that there was some meetings being set with the United States regarding trade, and that happened around 6 p.m. And I think that is what caused this huge spike here. It got to the trend line in the weekly time frame. It got to that heavily traded area. Has corrected. Let me open this one as well. I had this one previously market, right? When the market has this pullback here, you will have a rally here coming from this day. This is very questionable low, right? You have a rally here, an upside movement that has first closes the lower gap, then closes the upper gap, and now we don't have any gap now. We don't have gaps now, and we have a 4-day range and another one actually 5-day range. Now one more day adding to the balance. So the range is getting more more volume. And yesterday, oh, okay, boy, this is again. What the heck happened here? Let me lock this draw. Okay, this is locked. Yesterday, oh man, I cannot see that. I cannot see the overnight now from yesterday now. But we have the trade yesterday. This part here was clearly to the upside. Because we had the distributions. We have I believe, if I remember well, we have an overnight distribution. We have an overnight distribution in the previous night. And in the fashion, we have had, okay, that okay, we have a distribution to the upside, but that distribution yesterday coincided with overnight hardback. Coincided with overnight hardback. When you can see they're also being revisited. And for the market to get some kind of solid high, the market needed to take that. But by doing that, it put the market back inside yesterday's range, which means there was closing the gap. A lot of things needs to happen, and you could see, right? You could see what's happening one after another one, after another one, after another one. And then we have market elongation here. We have really nice excess here, a rejection. This market didn't even get inside previous day values. And notice how these things, right? Notice now I'm checking, for example. Let me show something. Some pieces of information, right? For example, notice what's happening right now. Right now, where it is. We have volume here. This pullback that's happening, well, that's dries before getting to this volume, right? It's not accumulating even. It's just we're having some upside here, some one time frame going higher. Now, check that in the daily time frame now. This is a histogram from the whole day. This is a histogram from the whole day. Yesterday, we have volume here that's being added to this area here, to this red here. We have more reds right there. Notice how this high challenge this red here, which is high volume, right? Taking this high volume to target this upper side here. Yeah, do you remember? Do you remember the profiles when we were splitting the profiles and what we were doing with those things? And that's kind of something that. That's some way of trading, right? Resolution from here. Targets this one. Acceptance, upside extension, rejection, this one again. I'm not. That's technical, right? That's how some bigger firms may trade, and all those things you start consider. It is trading is one layer over another layer over another layer over another layer. It's getting close. Right now we see, for example, values developing higher. Value is developing higher. Now, what can you do now, for example, today? Market open, right at the center, also rotational high. We have a very prominent overnight POC that can attract the market. We have excess in the upper side. We have an overnight that has been all over the place. Looks like short covering. All of these shorts that will, the trader was short in the market here, now have been removed. This is short covering. Looks like short covering at least. But we have FOMC today. Everybody's watching FOMC. And not just FOMC, but Chairman Powell press conference. NVIDIA is reporting at the end of the month. What kind of news do we have? For Wednesday, we have Fed, just that, Fed interest. Tomorrow, nothing here in the United States. Next week we have CPI on Tuesday, consumer sentiment on Friday, GDP on Thursday. Right. Not much really. Let's see what the market. I'm having a bias here, man. And let's go back to. And honestly, let me tell you why here. Okay, let me. This can be misleading. This having this. Let's remove these trends here. But you have the idea, right? Okay, have a gap here. This one has been checked here, right? And in the past, we were talking about this trend, this range here, right? You have this range. You have a channel here. This is nowhere landed around the center. And now look at where this market is being bought, right? Again from this trend line. So very mechanical trade, very questionable, very weak. If this one doesn't have acceptance above here, right, it can quickly derail. Right? It might challenge this one here. Right? Notice that we have how many times this has been bought from the 50, right? Sold from the 50. There's a test, a challenge here that's being bought again. If this one, or if today we have something to the downside, which would take this high out, you will have to take this one, this lower range out, for example. Next thing we have the lower side, say 50 SMA, and this whole range. Right? Remember from the weekly time frame? What is this about? Is this the one? No, this is not the one. That would be 55.10. Yeah, that's it. 55.10. Around this here. This one here. That would be the potential. And something that I have noticed this month is that the market is heavily using these round numbers, 5,500, 5,600, 5,700. It's moving from 100 to 100. It's really making it that obvious. I'm sorry, I don't have more. I don't have much. I don't expect too much today until 2 p.m. If I have something, if anybody has something here, got to consider seriously, right? Really consider how risky it would be getting into the FOMC with any kind of position, or at least unhedged position. Like I would never go into any kind of news unhedged. I better close or hedge or flatten anything we may have before at least one period or 2 periods before the news. It's going to be, I believe, we are going to have some volatility here. If this one doesn't close, notice what we have here. This looks like short cover, but this is relevant. This low. Come on, I was watching this. I was talking about market profiles. I was watching. Notice how volume we have, how much volume we have here in the overnight. All right. This is drying here. It's not. I mean, the fact that it's not getting the half back here is questionable. It's getting outside of this range. We have value overlapping higher, but overall inside there. Right? I wonder if you have any questions here. If you do, please let me know. Or any comments. Right? If because otherwise I will be just calling it a day. And I wish you guys good luck. Have a wonderful day. Wonderful trading day today. Right? I don't like the way how news based movements usually don't last that much. Usually are retraced the very same day or very quick actually. Okay. Alright guys, have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe. Hope I can see you tomorrow. Or I am not streaming that much now because I am being focused on a little bit more in the trade. It can be distracting. Really, I cannot monitor my trade when I stream. Alright, have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe. See you next time. Bye bye.